Page 86, Chapter 9, A Brief Look into Altered Tunings. If you've been following this book straight through in order, I'll let you know that I'm back to uncapoed G tuning for the moment. And we have two tunings to talk about ultimately, C tuning and open D tuning. But first we'll concentrate on C tuning. C tuning requires changing only one string. That would be your fourth or thickest string. In normal G tuning, the fourth string is a D. For C tuning, lower, thus loosen the fourth string one whole step down to a low C note. So let me do that live on TV for you. Hear that going down? So now my strings from fifth string across are fifth string high G, fourth string low C, third string G, second string B, and first string D. Now when I strum them all, it's not very pretty anymore because of that low C. One more thing I will do once I lower that fourth string to C, it's going to change the tuning structure of all the strings. It just changes the angle of the neck, and that will cause other strings around that fourth string to be mistuned. So I'm going to take a break and look at my tuner of the tunings of each individual string now and come back. So now I'm back from checking my tuner, and I'll give you those string names again. Fifth string, still high G. Fourth string, low C. That's the new one. Third string, G. Second string, B. And first string, D. Now the best way to double check your tuning is to hold down a two-note C chord. Just your regular C chord you first learned, two fingers on the second string first fret and first string second fret. And if you strum all the strings from there with the first three of them being open, you should hear a nice in-tune C chord. And that bass note really sounds great. Now your other chords in C tuning, the C, F, and G, those are your primary chords in the key of C, by the way, look the same. You got your C chord, which is just two fingers. Then your F chord should look exact't the same as it always has from the first, second, and third frets, what we also know as F shape. And your G chord will be using a lot of the F shape shifted up to third, fourth, and fifth frets. And we'll also be using that ringing against that fourth string open. So there's G going back to F and then C. Here again, C chord, F chord, G chord, back to F chord, and C chord. On the next track, we'll talk through Pathways to Horizons, our chosen C tuning sample song.